It's the Wilk Report. I'm Michael Wilk, coming to you from Cleveland, Ohio, with, as the title card suggests, a trailer reaction for 007 No Time to Die, starring Lashana Lynch and Daniel Craig. Now, before we get to this trailer reaction, there's been a lot of complaining and bitching and moaning about how Bond is going woke and how, he's no longer allowed to be a man in the Bond films. Basically, the right-wing SJWs are pitching a conniption fit because they see James Bond as the last bastion of masculinity being taken away from them. And to the extent that they're right, and only to an extent, yeah, James Bond is being updated for the 21st century because you cannot expect a character to remain static. Because when Sean Connery first debuted in the role of 007 James Bond all the way back in the 1960s, yeah, it was a different time and different attitudes toward women and what it meant to be a man. And, the character of James Bond was truly a Cold War operative. Someone who went on these dangerous missions, acted as though he could die at any moment and therefore live life to the fullest. And so he didn't have time to treat people, man or woman, with dignity and respect because they were trying to kill him. They were trying to stop him from actually saving the day for Western civilization. So, obviously he couldn't be nice to them. But of course, then he's got his female sidekicks. And, again, depending on which era, because, after Sean Connery left, then he had George Lazenby for one outing, and then Roger Moore took over, followed by Connery again briefly in a couple of films, one of which was called Never Say Never Again, which kind of semi-canonical because it wasn't made by MGM, I don't think, and I don't think it quite had the blessing of the studio that had the rights at the time. But, then of course you get Timothy Dalton taking over, and he's like a much darker, much more hard-nosed James Bond. Then you had Pierce Brosnan in the 90s and early 2000s who came along, and when we had GoldenEye, M describes him as a Cold War relic, is like misogynistic and basically outdated, which is true. I mean, because by that time, a different era. So, I don't quite buy this argument that just because James Bond has to show a little bit more respect and consideration towards women, that this somehow takes away from him as a character. But, who knows? Let's see. So I'm going to go up and do a live reaction. Well, not live because this is a recorded video, but I'm going to do like a real-time reaction to this. So let's go ahead and call up the... No, hang on. Had my screen cap from the Mandalorian up. All right, so here we go.
Why would I betray you?
We all have our secrets. We just didn't get to yours yet.
The world is arming faster than we can respond.
Where's 007?
I need a favor, brother. You're the only one I trust for this.
The world's moved on, Commander Bond.
You were 00?
2 years. So stay in your lane. You get in my way, I will put a bullet in your knee. The one that works.
I thought you two would get along.
Name?
Bond. James Bond.
So you're not dead?
Hello, Q. I've missed you.
He's the most valuable asset this country has. If you feel yourself losing control, I'm not going to lose.
our secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of him.
What is it?
You don't know what this is?
James Bond. License to kill. History of violence. I could be speaking to my own reflection. Only your skills die with your body. Mine will survive long after I'm gone.
History isn't kind to men who play God.
Okay, so yeah, that was my. All right, so let's go ahead and run through this again because some interesting stuff here.
Why would I betray you?
We all have our secrets.
You just didn't get to yours yet.
All right, so yeah, this is starting off pretty fast-paced. They're on the run. The lady says, you know, why would I betray you? It says, like, we all have our secrets. We just didn't get to yours yet. So obviously, you know, he thinks she's betrayed him. And he's royally pissed, obviously, but he can't kill her for doing that because reasons. All right, you know, which we don't know. I'm sure it'll be explained in the movie. But, all right, so...
The world is arming faster than we can respond.
Where's 007?
All right, so let me just scroll back here real quick.
Where's 007?
All right, so this is Ray Fiennes. Yeah, Ray Fiennes looking every bit his age and really receding hairline. Ouch. Time has not been kind to him, but yeah, you can still kind of tell he's sort of a badass here.
7.
I need a favor, brother. You're the only one I trust for this.
The world's moved on, Commander Bond.
You were 00?
2 years.
All right, so here we've got Lashana Lynch. She's playing a 00 in the film. I gotta say, she's not a bad-looking woman, and it looks like she's able to kick ass, or at least her stunt double is. Because look at how that connects. I mean, that has some real weight to it. You know, it doesn't look CGI'd at all.
Yes. So stay in your lane. You get in my way, I will put a bullet in your knee. The one that works.
All right, so yeah, all right, so I guess this is the thing that has the right-wing SJWs all up in has their panties all up in a twist. But no, I mean, what little we've seen of that, it looks like she can actually kick ass, or at least make it look good on screen.
I thought you two.
So there's, you know, on the left, you've got Lashana Lynch playing another 00, and who may end up being the next 007. You know, that's the rumor anyway. Yeah, so... But, yeah, she looks like she can, I mean, so far, just what little I've seen of this, it looks like she's believable. Not sure who the lady on the left is. I think that's the other Bond girl. Maybe.
Get along?
But yeah, clearly they're competing, and, you know, because Bond is an older guy, and he's probably, you know, set in his way. It's like, I mean, he's not exactly a boomer. He's more like a early Gen Xer, but, Lashana Lynch obviously is kind of younger and says she's only been a 00 for 2 years, so she's still relatively new. So probably a different school of thought and different school of training than what Bond came up with. So she probably considers him like a relic, and, you know, he's kind of miffed that he has to babysit this newbie, but, you know, she's kind of showing him up maybe. I don't know. And I'm just speculating on all this. This is, just going by the trailer and what I've seen of it so far.
James Bond.
So you're not dead.
Hello, Q. I've missed you.
He's the most valuable asset this country has. If you feel yourself losing control,
I'm not going to lose.
All right, so yeah, here we have the blonde again, the one Bond thinks betrayed him, and then there's Lashana Lynch's 00. Which 00 number she has, we don't know yet. We'll find out.
Control. James, you gave up everything for her.
Alright, so obviously they're not related, so scratch off her being his daughter or anything. Although there was actually an Ian Fleming story about Bond where he's had a kid out of wedlock with one of his many love interests, and that kid gets killed and he has to go, looking for revenge. But, alright, so it looks like she might be a lover of his or former lover. Who knows?
When her secret finds its way out, it'll be the death of you.
What is it?
You don't know what this is.
James Bond. License to kill. History of violence. I could be speaking to my own reflection. Only your skills die with your body. Mine will survive long after I'm gone.
History isn't kind to men who play God.
Yeah, there's Rami Malek, who did a rather interesting job playing Freddie Mercury in the Queen biopic. So, here he's got this makeup where it looks like he's got scars, or I don't know if they're burn scars or what, but obviously he wears a mask for that reason. So, let's go ahead and break this down. All right, so, that's the trailer for 007, No Time to Die, coming out next April. It looks good. I would say just what little I've seen of Lashana Lynch's mysterious 00. Looks like she or her stunt double is kicking ass, and of course, being trained as a 00, you have to be badass at this. I mean, you have to be trained as a killer and someone who's good at your job. So they're not going to just give this out as a diversity hire. If you're a 00, you have to earn your stripes. So, so I'm actually interested in this, and I've never actually been much of a Bond fan after Connery left. I was never a big fan of Roger Moore. I thought it was too campy and too it's like the series kind of became a caricature of itself, because you had like Jaws and Moonraker especially just went really out there, so I kind of got out of it. Didn't really see Timothy Dalton's movies. I saw some of Pierce Brosnan's outings, which seemed pretty good. I haven't seen the Daniel Craig ones yet, so I'm kind of like, I kind of like old school Sean Connery. I'm not seeing really anything in this trailer for right-wing SJWs to complain about, because, it doesn't look like they're trying to go woke. It just looks like, okay, yeah, she's, for some reason these two are competing, and and maybe because she is a woman and she feels she has to overcompensate, so she's kind of like, being a spy, I'm sure, is like this very testosterone-laden field, even if you're a woman, and you kind of have to, pose the place down with your own testosterone, just to work alongside the guys, because they're all trying to compete and show you up or something. I don't know, but no, I mean I'm definitely interested in this. So we'll have to see what happens. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear from you. If you like what you've heard and you want to hear more, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon and select all to receive notifications whenever we upload new content. Like and share this video. If you want to help support the channel, keep the lights on, help us bring you more content, head over to our Patreon or Subscribe Star page. I've also got a tech fundraiser in the link below. We can't do this without you. Until next time, this is Michael Wilk for the Wilk Report. Yeah, Wilk Report. I can't talk today. Saying take care, good night, I'm out.